We rolling?
Action.
Clicky thing, action.
What up, y'all? What up? We're here with the one and only Colby Myers.
Something like that.
Bruh, what got you into doing the comedy skits that you started off doing?
Boredom. My best friend moved from Texas to Mississippi. I needed something to do. And then I dropped out of high school to help my family pay bills. And I needed something to keep me busy. And I like to create things. And also I seen Ryan do stuff. Watch people on World Star. I actually ended up on World Star when I was 15. I shouldn't have, for a video about sex. Yeah. It ended up going viral, and then some celebrities shared it. So then people were seeing it, and I had an uncle who saw it and sent it to a family member. And was like, "Hey, that's my nephew right there. With that video, he should not be making." And it had a fuck ton of views on it. So that's the start of that, and I just kept going with it. So.
Yeah. Well, when you first started it, did you ever think that you would be where you're at now?
I've always had a belief in myself, yeah, but I just wing everything, man. I don't plan nothing. I just wing everything. I go to work, try to do the best I can, and I enjoy writing music. But yeah, music comes later. I've only been doing music for about 10 months now.
Yeah, and you've been doing music for 10 months.
Music for 10 months, and I
So,
put out 21 songs.
So what like inspired you to start doing the music?
For the longest time, just making videos, I had people want me to do music, comment about it, and I was like, why should I do that? Like, I didn't get it, because I always had music memorabilia and whatever, but I never wrote anything, I never tried, I didn't understand why they wanted me to do it.
Yeah.
And I guess if people see how authentic I am, I'm open, I talk shit, I piss people off, whatever, and that's just how I am. I'm always going to be proud, even when I'm an old man. But I hung out with Ryan one time at the ranch, and we had a talk, and he was like, you should do this. Why? He's like, well, I know you. I know you're the real deal. I know how you are in person. He's like, maybe the lane needs somebody like you.
Yeah.
But it's full of people who are not who they say they are. And then you come out here, you get to meet me in person, talk to everybody, take pictures of people, sign stuff. You can't hide who you are in person.
So how did you hanging out with church come about? Like, how did all of that come together?
I went to a show in Houston in 2024. Pretty close to the stage. He recognized me whenever I got up there to get a hat signed. He's like, all right, man, let's link up. You need to come to the house, hang out.
Yeah.
And
that was probably that's been your dream for so long.
Yeah. So then, over a year and a half, it's been pretty consistent of hanging out. So.
Yeah. Well, what are we gonna get any country songs?
Yeah, but the plan is to slip that in and surprise people, because a lot of artists in this lane specifically are very one-dimensional.
Yeah.
But they can do one thing, they can rap. If it's either good rap or half decent rap or dollar general rap, whatever the fuck you want to call it, and they can't sing or they can't do this, or they can't play an instrument, which I can't. I can barely play a guitar. Not even good enough to try to show nobody. But yeah.
What about an album?
Starting to work on one right now. But I'm balancing projects. I got an EP I want to work on my producer's brother with. So he's a pretty good rapper.
I know everybody be asking this. When we getting a Curtis Ryan and Colby Myers track?
I don't know, man. I got a lot of people who want to work, and I'm trying to build my stuff up right now, build my catalog, so people who listen to my music can listen to it. And right now, it's a lot of different people wanting to work, and I'm constantly writing music, whether I'm at work or I'm at home or I'm fishing. I'm always trying to write stuff, so usually I'm occupied. I'm trying to push people off, push people away. I'm headstrong in what I'm doing. So.
Well, I know you work you work all week, right?
Yes.
How do you do that and do music too? Like, how do you make time to do that and spend time with it?
You're just gonna be tired. That's it. Be really tired, be exhausted. I stay up late when I can, try to write, but I really try to write on lunch breaks and in between breaks at work, or if I go fishing after work, I'll write, I'll listen to something, I'll get a melody, I'll come up with different bars, and I'll go back to my producer and go, hey, I like this, and at this cadence, can we build something really good? So, any chance I get.
This is going to be the last question I got, but I know you got a producer, Slim.
Mm-hmm.
How did y'all link up?
I found him on Google, and I went into his studio, and he's a Memphis guy, so he's from the hood, and then I walk in with muddy boots and a hip in, and I was like, I'm here to be a rapper, and he thought I was joking with him. And he was like, yeah, you're gonna rap. And I was like, no, I'm for real, I'm gonna be a rapper. I bought this beat off a website called beatstars.com, and it's a really shitty beat that I paid like $20 for. And I was like, and I wrote a full song to it. I'm gonna record it. And I went in there and it was a fucking catastrophe. I hated it. People like the song. It's terrible. I don't recommend anybody ever listening to my first song ever, but most people don't.
Well, if no, like somebody watching this interview that didn't know who you are, what song would you send them to right now?
That's a good question.
Or what video?
A lot of people would say Misunderstood because it's more of like a heartfelt song about how I feel. Obviously, being misunderstood in the title. But I'd probably say Hillbilly Venom, maybe. That's one people like. That one did pretty well on TikTok.
Yeah.
Getting Dangerous is getting up there. And I got one called Gravel Road Baby that people like a lot. So,
Well, which one's your favorite?
favorite one I've done is actually a remix on my YouTube. It's called Talking to the Mirror, I think. It's a Mac Miller remix. But I think that's the deepest lyrics I've wrote for me, the most for me.
Yeah, you really did justice on that one.
Now, I wrote a song for my brother too. I think it's the fourth song I put out. And that one's only on YouTube. I bought the beat, but for some reason streaming websites wouldn't take it or whatever. So it's only on YouTube. But damn, I don't remember the name of that one. I think it's called Save You, I think. But
Oh, well, what was going on like a couple months ago when they were taking your music down after the record label hit you up?
Dude, I found out from my producer. I was at work one day, and he was like, hey, you need to find out why they took down Hillbilly Venom. And I was like, they took it down? And he said, yeah. So I emailed them, going back and forth. They were playing the runaround game, but to give me a clear answer. And then they said it had unusual streaming activity, like somebody put bots on it or something,
Yeah.
which I don't know how to do. And obviously, there's no benefit to it. You're going to take the money. But they took that down, and I think they took another one down, and then finally gave it back to me after 3 weeks. Like, they approved to put it up, but they took a full 3 weeks to give it back to me. So the whole time, people were trying to share it on TikTok.
Yeah.
And the reason why the streams were going up, somebody with a large following on TikTok heard the song, found out how it was pushing the hell out of it. I never even talked to the person. I found out through somebody else, and it started streaming like crazy, and I think it got like 15,000 streams, and then they took like 6,000 or 7,000 away when they gave it back.
Wow.
Which is whatever. I don't care as long as the right people hear it. I don't care how many streams got on it.
Well, when can we expect your next song to drop?
I got about 7 in the chamber that I don't like. I don't just record music and put out everything.
Yeah.
It's got to be to a certain standard, and the problem with me is I'll make something and then I'll go, I can do better next week. So then I'll prioritize that one over whatever I got.
Yeah.
And I would say probably next week. I got a bunch of songs written to record. And I'm gonna shoot some visuals too.
You're always gonna like judge yourself no matter what, because like when I do the interviews, I still judge myself. Like I probably could have done that different. Or
everybody does that, man. Like even making content. Like when I started doing that, you pick everything apart in yourself. But the reality of it is, all the people that are gonna shit talk you on the internet, 90% of the time they won't put their face on the internet.
Yeah.
When they see it, like prime example. There's a lot of people that hate me or don't like me for whatever reason. I'm in a crowd right now of 500 people. Ain't nobody coming to me saying nothing negative. All love, taking pictures, shaking hands, looking at trucks, telling me where they come from, saying they followed me for a long time, meeting grandmas, moms, dads, brothers, FaceTiming people, signed a bunch of shit. And that's my first experience with that. I've never done that in my life. But if you are who you say you are, you don't have to hide that. Like you have to put on a front.
Well, how does that make you feel that they're asking for signatures and stuff?
I don't care about like the signature and stuff. Like that doesn't hold like a value in my life. I like hearing where they come from. Like, hey man, I like this old guy. Actually, the guy over there in the orange shirt at the picnic table. He's from Indiana, and I talked to him. He got out of not that van. He got out of one of these trucks, and he's like, man, I watched your videos on the job site, and he had his brother with him or his son or whoever, the younger dude next to him. And he's like, man, on the job site, we watch your funny videos. We like your music, we like your funny videos, make us laugh. And I work a blue collar job where I know what it feels like to be fucking tired and worn down and need something to escape from. And so, I mean, I understand it because I was that guy.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's all I got. Appreciate you doing this.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for the interview, dude.
Peace.
Check. Tape out, whatever you call it. Later.